Hi, so the problem at the moment everybody's facing is they're very anxious with all the misconceptions and all the hysteria about what's happening with COVID. So basically what I would recommend to help overcome some of the anxiety that people are facing is to make sure that you don't misread any facts. So take your facts from reliable sources like the NHS or mind.org or whatever companies are available for mental health and things like this. And currently anxiety is really high with COVID-19 as people find it very hard to go out without feeling paranoid about the things that they touch and coming into contact with people and all the different misconceptions that are out there in the news today. There's a lot of false information on social media which people are reading and getting the facts mixed up. So what I would definitely fact check in order to reduce your anxiety, maybe by using the NHS website and turning to a reliable source of information. Secondly, there is no pressure to do the right or wrong thing. What I would say is take your time, do what's right for yourself, and if you feel like wearing a mask or you feel like sanitising all the time, do so. There's no pressure not to do so. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Hi. A lot of people in the UK are suffering from what's called the COVID-19 anxiety syndrome. And basically what this is a concerning worry about touching things or coming into contact too close, and they're over-obsessing about the COVID virus. So basically, my top 4 tips for you would be to make sure that you do things in your own time. There's no rush, there's no right or wrong, but make sure you fact find before you take any information on board. So make sure you check a reliable website like the NHS or the BBC information that's provided, to make sure it's from a reliable source. Secondly, there is no right and wrong. If you're comfortable sanitising or not touching anything or not standing too close to anybody, that's your choice. If that makes you feel comfortable, don't feel under pressure not to do anything. Hi. Many people across the UK are suffering from what's called the COVID-19 anxiety syndrome. And basically what this is about 85% of people are actually getting paranoid about being outdoors, touching things and being too close to people due to the virus. So here's a few tips to help you feel a bit more confident and a bit more comfortable outside. So tip number 1 would be to make sure you fact find and take all your information from a reliable source like the NHS. Secondly, there is no right and wrong. If you feel comfortable sanitising all the time and keeping your distance or being close to people, it's entirely up to yourself what you choose to do. Just sit with what's comfortable with you. Thirdly, what I'd like to also add is there's some mindful techniques that you can adopt for yourselves, like some breathing techniques before you go outside, just to calm your nerves and rethink what you're going to be doing for that afternoon and ultimately just feel comfortable in whatever you're doing that day. So work-life balance is really essential, and what we've found speaking to people is that a lot of people in the UK have really adopted to the remote working from home. It's not for everybody, but some people have really adopted the lifestyle of being able to spend more time with their family, keep on top of some home chores, and also be able to work in their own flexible time at home. So this has multiple benefits to the family dynamics, as in there's less stress for the parents, the mother and the father, or the main caregivers, and children actually get to access their parents in a much more meaningful way, not so tired anymore from coming home from work very late. Children are able to have like an earlier dinner with their parents, and basically what we've found with the work-life balance situation during the COVID pandemic is that a lot of people have taken to the remote working from home very well. They have much more time for their families, they have much more time with their children, and children have more time with their caregivers. It's helped to reduce anxiety in some cases, as people have been able to do their work in a flexible way where they can still provide the necessities for their children and their family. Basically, work-life balance is really essential to helping reduce anxiety, and one of the things that's helped to reduce the anxiety is the remote working from home. So a lot of parents have found it very valuable, not all, but many have found it very valuable because they've been able to spend more time with their families at home and be able to work under their own their own timescale at home and still commit to their work and their families, which have then reduced their anxiety and stress levels.